three?
Yeah.
Yeah, so round trip, us three, you?
Yeah.
Us three here? Okay.
On 3 player, we can go this one first, and then killing field, and then this.
Let's try to win. Oh, okay. Morning, guys. So now I'm at the killing fields, and it's 9 o'clock. We left the hostel at 8 o'clock, so it took a full hour to get here on that tuk-tuk. I was so sleepy, and traveling on a tuk-tuk always makes me more sleepy. So I pretty much just slept the whole way. You know, it was a bumpy ride, it was a dusty ride, it was a noisy ride, but you know, if I need to sleep, I could sleep anywhere.
Every day, like every day we're out
there.
Yep.
And then just follow the stop sign over there. And press number 1.
Alright, so we're good to go. Got my beats on, got my little walkie-talkie thing, and ready to learn a bit of history. So just gonna walk around the site. There's different stops at the different locations. There's numbers that we press on this thing, and then just have a listen. I'm just halfway through the tour now, and it's a very eerie and sombering feeling around this place. It's one of around 300 killing camps that was established around Cambodia, 1975 to 1978. Around 3 million people out of the 8 million Cambodians were killed during that time under the communist rule. So basically, after the Vietnam War, Cambodia was weakened, and Pol Pot was the communist leader, leading the KMER ROUGE. And under this new ROUGE, you know, there was no education allowed, no religion allowed. Everything was taken off you. All your belongings, all your properties, all the farms, all belonged to the state. And it was basically, if you weren't with him, you were against him. And he established all these killing camps, and it was Cambodians killing Cambodians. So this site is where a lot of killings were taking place, and where all the burials were as well. And even on this side of it, there's still a few graves there now, which is undisturbed and untouched. So on this site, around 300 people were killed daily. And they weren't killed by bullets and guns, because that was expensive. They were killed by, you know, normal, ordinary farmer tools. So, you know, machetes and bamboo sticks and pickaxes and all those kind of basic things. So instead of just dying fast, they were literally just beaten to death. Well, that was a very sombering experience. But it was just crazy to find out what actually happened back then. And it sort of puts in perspective how and why sort of Cambodia the way it is now, and you know, the past relations with Vietnam and all the countries around it. So now I think we're off to S21, which may be a military camp, but we'll see what it is. The journey continues. So here across this wall is what they call S21. What a morning that was. That was like history and information overload. Definitely was a gloomy start to the morning. Just not really sure how to feel right now, to be honest. I feel like I need something to like a pick-me-up, kickstart my day again. Starting a day like that, you know, it's a lot of information. It's a real eye-opener, and a lot of those things were very concealed and unknown to the rest of the world. You know, the borders were closed because of the Cold War. The US didn't want any involvement, and Cambodia was just sort of isolated from everything. So everything that was happening in those 4 years, from 1975 to 1979, you know, towards the end, were very unknown to everyone else, the UK, the US, and to even Vietnam. So when all this was discovered and all the secret camps and killing fields were discovered, the Vietnamese stepped in, joined forces with the Cambodians, and then that's where they started to fix things up. So we're just walking past Royal Palace now. We were thinking about going in, but you know, a whole tour about palaces and temples, it's a bit too much for one day. And then my next stop is at Siem Reap anyway, so there's gonna be a million temples there. Hello, excuse me. The Royal Palace, we fly the drone. Is a drone okay? Do you know a drone? Mate! Photo?
No.
Flying?
Helicopter, no.
No, I cannot. Yeah, just normal camera.
Yeah.
Cannot fly.
Yeah.